A picture-perfect afternoon for EA Sports College Football. A staple of the college football environment. Color-coordinated schemes in the stands. A stripe out today. Students, alumni, all fans have band together to try to make life miserable for these visitors. It's the Boise State Broncos. So the Boise State Broncos kicker headed to the football to start this 2026 season. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here's the guy they want to feed, this senior running back. He has become a key piece of this offense.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There's so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level, they can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him.
Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back. And he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to bow up now and start doing something.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. There's a crease. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Buckley. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. Direct snap. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Motion from the back. Running to Green. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job. Nice scripted plays. Taking advantage. Strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up. Get a stop. Force him either to kick a field goal or get no points. And this
finding some rope. Got enough space. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bison.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And we get a look at MACtion. His first order of business, manage the game and don't get them behind the sticks.
It's been kind of fun to follow these different universities across the country that they find their guys, right? Like their fit. It's not always the 5-star guy, but they find their quarterback and you're like, man, that guy's really, really good. Like, where did they find him? He came out of nowhere. So, Palmer, this is a school, a program that is going to find those QBs. It just might be sometimes the guys that are off the beaten path a little bit more and not as highly recruited.
Yeah, not necessarily a national championship perennial power year in, year out, but you're right. They always seem to find a gunslinger back there. And they lose games, but they're going to go down swinging, and they're going to lose shootouts because they light up the scoreboard. They've got another gunslinger in this offense this year.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Dropping back, it's MACtion. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's an incomplete pass on the deep shot, but the flag is down. Let's check the call. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Here's a heat. Right on target this time. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Such a nice job in pass protection. You got the corner route there to the tight end. It's going to take the big fella a little while to get to that area of the field, so you got to build a nice pocket for the quarterback to throw from. And all 5 guys up front doing their job individually, working together in tandem beautifully. That's what really allowed that play to work.
Caught in the backfield, it's Bates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Broncos can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Run in the red zone, it's Riley. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. 3rd and 3. Looking to throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos! He got it, beat down in bounds. The extra point here would tie the game.
Well, one of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the ground, it's Buckley. Breaks the tackle. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Give to the running back. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. He now has 61 yards for them on the ground already in this first quarter. He looks as if he's ready to put up numbers. They'll try to run for it. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside, it's Buckley. Picks up the first down. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
Surging forward on the sneak. They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
They have declared their intentions on this drive, keeping it on the ground. It's 1st and 10 again. The run inside. It's Buckley. Might have a chance. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
First carry of the season for this transfer. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long. To the air, it's Lowry. Fires to the middle. He makes the catch. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. Offense getting set for first down. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Green, driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll keep it on the ground. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure. The quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They're going to stay aggressive and leave the offense out there on 4th down again. Calls his own number. And he'll finish the line at the end zone. Touchdown, Bison.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they played keep away and held it for 16 plays on the scoring drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Broncos offense to start the drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Looking for a man. It's MACtion. Lost one deep down the right side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Rushes on him. Just a short pass to the tight end. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Pulls it in. It's 4. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
If you're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Riley.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they
unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Broncos. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the 1st half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the 1st half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and board. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They'll run it. Oh, better look out. Got a little grass. Well, so much for running out the clock. You get a huge play like that and you're set up maybe to put points on the board before the break.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Dropping back, it's out. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. Now, the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Looking downfield very late in the half. That's caught. It's Parks. Stumbled to the ground. Timeout taken by the offense is their second. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. A third down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They want to run this quarterback. Turning it on! He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Touchdown, Bison! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And they pound the rock. The run game comes through late in the first half when you needed it. Now they take the lead. They take the momentum. That's how you end the first half.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And the offense will play it safe, take a knee, and head to halftime. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, we welcome you into the Week 0 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami, taking on the number 3 team, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. And it's the Hurricanes coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week, pushing them to 1-0 on the short season. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the ACC. Bringing things back to your game, one more refresher on how the first half went down. It's hardly a secret what this team wants to do. They want to feed the beast, let him run it, and control the line of scrimmage. Ground and pound, and continue to add to this lead in the second half. I don't know about you, but I'm ready to watch this one unfold. Back to our guys in the booth.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Checking in with the Broncos head coach here at the half. Their defense has done a terrific job so far, and today they're kicking off here to start the second half. That defense has got to step up again because they are facing a really stout running game. They've done a good job in the first half, but I will let you know how this continues to build here in the third quarter. Back to you guys.
Holly, thank you.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
He's brought down immediately and barely got it back to the line of scrimmage.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
And he gets it right on the cusp, maybe a few pebbles short of a first down in that football. I see the closed fist from the ref. It'll be fourth down. The Broncos will send out the punt unit. First time today we've seen a punter go to work.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
So it's 1st and 10 after that costly defensive penalty on fourth down. Back to pass, it's MACtion. Makes the grab on the left. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. Touchdown Broncos! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. Now they'll try to answer that score with one of their own and regain the lead here in the third. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Crosses the 30 to the 31, a 6-yard gain.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Quarterback keeper. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He can't make the connection. It'll be incomplete. He can scramble but couldn't create anything there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. He might want another play. On the move. Absolutely nowhere to go as they stop him behind the line on 4th down. Looking to throw, it's MACtion. Here's the pressure. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 3rd quarter opening week of the season, and they're facing 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Ford. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a 1st down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on 3rd down. He's taking the shot. Touchdown, Boise State. They take the lead here in the 2nd half. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Bison offense is taking the field, ready to begin this drive. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Concentration is key. Have to know the snap count. The false start backs him up. It's 1st and 15. Hand off from the shotgun. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They feed him again. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Might be changing the route. The give from the gun. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Looking to throw, it's Lowry. Going over the top. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
Fires to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Looks as if he's going to run it. Knocks him down a couple of yards short of the marker. And how about this free safety showing those tackling skills and forcing a fourth down? We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that 4th down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he puts a little extra mustard on it, and he shows you the arm talent on the throw.
Got a man. It's Fletcher. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make him miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Lowry. He unleashes a long one. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. Quarterback will keep it. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. They'll have a 1st down here, a Week 0 game that is living up to all the hype and anticipation. Running inside, it's Green. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And this defense, man, they've got to find some answers. They've been less physical than the offense. They've owned the line of scrimmage. They're running the football, putting a drive together. All right, now in the red zone, field shrinking. How do they handle this situation? Bring more bodies, be more physical, be more aggressive.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They've pieced together a couple of 1st downs, and here they come again. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the catch. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Unloads quickly. First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. To the air, it's Petty. It's complete.
And how about that 3rd down? They go 5 wide. They'd spread the defense out, and at quarterback there, you're just trying to find your best one-on-one matchup. You're making a quick throw, and you're picking up the 1st to keep the drive going.
On the move. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bison.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
Quarterback keeps it. He gets into the end zone for the two-point conversion. Man, they wanted that lead to go for it, and it paid off. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Now it's up to the defense to put this game on ice. Few minutes left to play. Looking for space. It's Riley. Breaks into the open. Lowers those just shedding tackles. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
He finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
Makes his man miss. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. So the defense trying to maximize their clock management. They use the timeout here, and the 2-minute stoppage is coming. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, yeah, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big?
Snags it and he's open. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And that got under their skin a little bit, having to use the TO after giving up the first down. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And they've moved out front here in the 4th. The Broncos fight back and take the lead.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch, in those big moments and right before the half. In the 4th quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Let's go down to the sideline, Holly.
Hey, guys, down here on the home team sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I can see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Howard, thank you.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before. And I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Direct snap. It's Green. Hard running there. Got enough for the first. Could be an alley. The 30. The 20. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bison.
Really nice touchdown. Now it's decision time. Extra point will get you to OT. Do you try to win it right now with a 2-point play?
Just going to keep it after the snap. He's into the end zone. The two-point conversion is good, and they vault on top by one here in the fourth. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And so the Boise State offense comes out to go to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job. Opening holes, the backs making plays. Everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking downfield. It's MACtion. Flips it out in the flat. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And it's now or never. It's do or die for this offense. Fourth down, late in the game, trailing. They absolutely have to connect and move the chains right here. This thing's over.
Fourth down, gotta have it here. Throws to the tight end. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. Looking downfield on first down. Bought a little time, lets it go. It's complete. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Broncos. And inside a minute to go, and they've got the lead. The Broncos fight back and take the lead.
Really good execution by this offense. Late in the game, under a minute, score to take the lead. It's what you draw up. It's what you dream about. But now, my defense has to go on the field and get me one more stop.
Going for two here to try to make the lead 7. In the red area, it's Riley. Just couldn't nudge it across for the two-point conversion. They had hoped to go up by a touchdown, but they're still up by 5 here in the fourth. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. On the direct snap, it's Green. They forged ahead just a bit. Not a lot working with the Wildcat there. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Looking to throw, it's Lowry. He's taking a deep shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Looking to the big tight end. On target over the middle. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on first down. Soft spot in the middle. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. He goes right back to the air. Time to take a shot. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Fires to the end zone. He knocked it away. Incomplete, and saved the game as this one is over. Well, points weren't the issue, guys, but they couldn't string together enough stops to get the victory.
Yeah, good news, bad news scenario, I guess. Good news is you're going to score. This offense looks like they can be explosive and they can light up the scoreboard. Bad news, though, David, they've got a lot to clean up on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and welcome to college football nowadays, right? This is how it works, a ton of points. Defenses learn as you go, but you got to get better. You got to force some turnovers, create those negative plays. Just can't give up so many points.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.